through 15. Verse 13 says, and you, being dead in the offenses and in the uncircumcision of your flesh, he made, that means he made you alive together with him, having forgiven us all offenses. This is one thing. Then the second thing in verse 14, wiping out the handwriting in ordinances which was against us, which was contrary to us, and he has taken it out of the way, nailing it to the cross. The second thing is to kill all the ordinances, to nail the law to the cross. Then in verse 15, you have the third thing, stripping of the rulers and the authorities. He made a display of them openly, triumphing over them in it. That means in the cross. The third thing is to strip off the angelic powers from himself. Three things are here. In the economy of God's salvation, there's no place, there's no room for law, and there's no room for angels. God would not use the law any longer, and God would not take any angels into the sphere of his salvation. Let me say this. Number one, God created the heavens and the earth and all the billions of items, right, including man. Then the archangel rebelled. The archangel rebelled. And a good number of the angels under him followed the archangel. And the archangel became Satan. And all his followers became the evil rulers, powers, authorities in the heavens. And man and earth also became sinful. Look at the situation. The heavens, the earth are still here, but the angels rebelled. And man became sinful. I tell you, these two things, the angels' rebellion and man's sinfulness, did give God a hard situation, did put God into a hard situation. And how God could get out of this situation? What's your answer? What's your answer? I tell you, the answer is this big cross. The answer is this big cross. By what way God carry out this cross? Number one, by becoming a man, putting humanity upon himself. Number two, by going to the cross. Number three, by being crucified there. You have to see this. 3 steps. He became a man and he walked to the cross. Actually, Christ went to the cross. He took 33.5 years to walk to the cross. And he was crucified there. I tell you, when he was crucified there, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. Satan did something. I don't have the time to cover. But anyhow, you have to see, sin, S-N, was judged there. Not only condemned, but judged. You and I, our sinful nature, the self, the natural life, the old man, all have been crucified there, terminated. Colossians 2:15. Stripping off the rulers, the authorities, stripping off. Let me tell with you, stripping off from where? From what? Could you follow me? Could you follow me? Stripping off from where? From what? While Christ was on the cross, and while the things were happening there, and while God was working there, I tell you, by that time when Christ was crucified on the cross became the real center. The Savior, Christ was there, sin was there, you and I were there, Satan was there. I tell you, God was also there. Christ was crucified there, and God was working there. God was kneeling. God was kneeling the Lamb on the cross. And God was there judging the sin. I tell you, that was the real center. And by that time, the rulers, the authorities were all around there. Along there, around whom? I tell you, around Christ. Not only around Christ, but around God. Nailing it to the cross, stripping off the rulers and authorities. He made a display. Where? No doubt at the cross. At the cross. Who was on the cross? Christ. No doubt the rulers, authorities were around Christ. Stripping off the rulers, authorities from who? You say it. From who? From who? I tell you, from Christ, from God. But that time, while Christ was working by being crucified, while God was working to crucify so many things, both Christ and God were working there. I tell you, the rulers, the authorities were around. They were also working. Otherwise, how could God strip off the rulers and the authorities if they were quite far away from them? I mean, from God and Christ. How could God strip them away? The word stripping off indicates by the time of stripping off. All the rulers and the authorities were close. We're close to Christ. We're close to God. Just like the jacket. You see, the jacket is so close to me. Now, I am gusted with this jacket. I'm going to what? Strip it off. Not only strip it off, listen. He made a display over it, openly, triumphing over them. Triumphing over them in it. This is a great verse. And triumphing over them indicates a war was going on there. A fighting was going on there. So, I tell you, at this juncture, God stripped off all the surrounding, bothering, interrupting rulers and authorities. Amen. And triumphed over them and displayed them and made them an open show. That is an open shame. I hope my little word can help you to realize
through all the small windows. You see, stripping off, you see, small window. And standing over them is another small window. Through all the small windows, you could see through on Calvary, while Christ was being crucified there, and while God was busy nailing so many things on the cross, there was a fighting. Paul's concept is to let us know, through the cross, all the things, the law, the angels, all these have been put aside.